is it that parents always say nothing when you ask them questions about their conversations with other grown-ups? It's like they think we're being nosy or that we're too young to understand things. But how can we learn anything if they don't tell us stuff in the first place? In general, a good way to learn things is to ask questions, but nothing is not a helpful answer. I suppose there are a few exceptions. What's 2 minus 2? What's the opposite of everything? What's gnichten backwards? What's the meaning of life? Today, my mum got a letter from my Nani, her mum, and spent a good 20 minutes reading it and laughing out loud like it was the funniest joke book ever written. When I asked her what it said, she just kept saying nothing. Nothing doesn't make people laugh, I said, to which she replied, really it's nothing, just Nani being Nani. Well, that's even more ridiculous. Of course Nani is being Nani. Who else would she be? Father Christmas? Now that would be weird. I think saying Nani is just being Nani is a tautology. A tautology is when you repeat something that's already been implied in the same sentence. Like the scorching sun was boiling hot. Well, of course it was, otherwise it wouldn't be scorching. Or calling a mystery mysterious. Unlike most other people at school who see their grands all the time, I hardly know my Nani because she lives in Bangladesh. I've only been there once, and although it was for the whole of the summer holidays, I was just a baby, so I don't remember it. Nani is the Bengali word for a gran who's your mum's mum. Your grandparents from each side of the family are called a different thing. Keziah always laughs at the fact that a nana is a man and a daddy is a woman, but it's actually pronounced nana and duddy. My Nani lives in a small village in Bangladesh. She doesn't even have Skype or a mobile phone, so every now and then she sends Mum these really long letters updating her on all the family back home and all the village goings-on. Judging by the amount my mum laughs, Nani seems to be funnier than a stand-up comedian. Maybe if Nani lived here, she could be a stand-up comedian. I like to think I've inherited her genetics and that I'm quite funny too. Genetics are the coding handed down to us from our biological parents that give us our inherited characteristics. Talking of coding, Bengali's a bit like a code. After Mum had finished Nani's letter, she left it on the kitchen counter. I tried to have a look, but it was like a foreign language to me. Probably because it is, I guess. Bengali looks really cool written down. It all hangs off a line and is in neat shapes. I already know how to write my name. My sisters can write their names as well. We worked it out from the Bengali alphabet book Mum bought us. I was only a few months old when we went to Bangladesh, but my sisters came back speaking Bengali really well, and now it's like everyone in my family can speak in code, except for me. My eldest sister, Nahid, speaks it better than my middle sister, Ruby. I can hardly speak it at all. I only know 3 words. But I like to think they're 3 really important words. Clement Boudin in our year at school can speak 4 languages. 1. French. He was born in France and his parents are French. 2. English. He moved to England in year 2 and picked up English within a few months. 3. Spanish. His childminder only spoke to him in Spanish, so he learnt it from her. 4. Russian. Yep, Russian. His mum's parents are Russian and they taught it to him. He could be an interpreter and work for MI5. Imagine speaking 4 languages. How cool is that? Apparently babies can learn hundreds of different languages. I decided to bike over to Keziah's. I love having my new bike. It's so brilliant being able to see Keziah whenever I like. As I'm leaving the house, Jake, who lives next door, is finishing off washing his mum's car and decides to tag along. Hey, Jake, I say, how come you're washing the car again? You only just did it last week. Mum keeps making excuses to get me out of the house, he explains. Not only have I washed the car twice today, but I've also mown the lawn and been to the shops 3 times to pick things up for her. It's so odd. She'll probably be over the moon that I'm going to Keziah's with you. She's acting so weird and being really mysterious. Let me guess, I say. When you try to get to the bottom of it, she just says it's nothing, right? Right, he replies. Why are parents so complicated sometimes? Why all the secrecy? We're old enough to be trusted with stuff at our age. At Keziah's, her dads, Mal and Paul, are having a few people over to watch the football on telly. They're laughing lots and keep talking about that time under the bleachers at their local football club. The 3 of us head up to Keziah's bedroom. What are bleachers? I ask. It's an American word, says Jake. They're the seats that are tiered or raised in rows like stairs. I know that, but I'm still none the wiser as to what happened under them, Keziah sighs. It was before I was born, so I have no idea what they're talking about.